Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. Good afternoon from London, England, from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly, DLG Reppin, otherwise short for Dele London Guna, space Romeo Echo Papa Papa Indigo November. Firstly, I do apologise for being nearly 2 hours late. As you can see, I've fell asleep on the sofa. Yes, I was out last night, but I'm not going to go into details. There's no excuses, and I should be on time. Otherwise, I've seen some of the scores in the Premier League, and well, Brighton 3, Chelsea 1, Bournemouth 2, Spurs 1, Crystal Palace 1, as it stands, Southampton 0, and Newcastle United 3, Aston Villa 0. Oh, Brentford 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Anyway, I said good afternoon. Good morning to you guys. Are you at home with the children, with loved ones, watching TV or a movie? Or allow me to say good evening to you guys. You could be taking your dog for a walk or feeding the cats, or would you happen to be at an event or doing some shopping? Other than that, it's all love here. And good night and rest well for those of you that are going to bed, you're getting ready to work, or you're getting ready for the new day. Take care of yourselves. And as I speak, so soon, Bournemouth have conceded an equaliser after being 2-0 up. It's Bournemouth 2, Nottingham Hotspur. Well, it happens. It happens. Anyway, welcome to my match preview of our game against Forest. That's Arsenal v Nottingham Forest at the Emirates. Going to be one of those games that Arsenal are expected to win. I do predict that we'll win by 2 to 3, maybe 4 clear goals, but depending on the response. So our game against Nottingham Forest. Over the years, we've done well in league meetings at home to Forest, especially Highbury days. We used to get good results against Forest. The last meeting ended in a 1-0 defeat away to Forest in the FA Cup. So, yeah, we did mix it up with fringe to first-team players, but the reality is we didn't want it more. Forest wanted it more. They were the better team, and they deserved their victory. Lewis Grabban with the goal. I don't know what happened to him ever since, but hey-ho. I will say this about Forest. They're coming off the back of a 1-0 win over the mighty Liverpool. Yeah. Goal scorer last weekend, Awoni. He's a guy that we're going to have to look after very carefully. Otherwise, we could end up in an embarrassing situation, but I doubt it. We're favourites to win. And we get the win, we go back to the top of the Premier League. Yeah. We're second at the moment, and that's the reality. Right. Before I go into picking my starting 11, the 9 substitutes I will go with, and the formation, all I want you to do is smash the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? Do that in abundance. When you're done, make sure you share this channel virally all over the globe, yeah? Especially to your friends and your relatives, yeah? And if any one of you are watching me for the first time, welcome on board. Just make sure you share this channel amongst your friends and relatives, yeah? Promote the love and tell them to share this channel amongst their friends and relatives. And as I've just finished that sentence, Newcastle United 4, Aston Villa 0. If you got an opinion about our game against Nottingham Forest at home, and the goal scorer is the former Paraguayan Miguel Almiron. So he's made it 4-0. Yeah, if you want to talk about your team doing well at the moment, the team not so well at the moment, yeah, leave it in the comment section below. As far as I'm concerned, my comment section is for positive feedback only, yeah? So let's keep it respectful, as always. Like I said, if you want to pick your own Arsenal fans, you want to pick your own team, the team that you'll go with, you want to pick the formation, the 9 substitutes, leave it in the chat, yeah? And last but not least, help me subscribe to the channel, yeah? Let's smash that subscribe button for me, left, right, and center. All I want you to do is make sure that I get enough subscribers as possible, especially that I'm going for 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year or the beginning of the new year. So get subscribing. And if you do sub, I'll shout you out with love and affection. So big respect there if you can do that, yeah? Good. So without further ado, let's get into the starting 11 that I would personally go with. In goal, Ramsdale. Yes, he had a rotten night to forget about, but he's a strong character and I believe he can respond with a performance if called upon. Still believe he should be England undisputed #1 goalkeeper, or he'll be pushing Pickford for that #1 jersey. But for me, I'm starting him in goal. The formation is a 4-3-3. So at right back, I'm going to go with it's a difficult one here, but I'm going to go with Benjamin White. If we're going to really attack Nottingham Forest on their left-hand side, Benjamin White would be the ideal gentleman to do the job for me. He's been fantastic all season in that position, and he's making it his own at the moment. Takahiro Tomiyasu, I love him to death, but for me, Benjamin White has been absolutely terrific in that position. Right, the centre-half pairing, William Saliba. For me, it was a night at Eindhoven for him to forget, but he's a character. He's still a Rolls-Royce defender, and a hell of a Rolls-Royce defender. Talented by all means, and I would get him to start this game. Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães. Now, Awoniyi might fancy these chances against him, but for me, I know when he turns up on the day, he is a very good Premier League defender. He's proved it time and time again. And for me, nothing faces him, except he's got to think about when he's putting in a tackle and when he's just got to think about when he's putting in a tackle, when he's passing the ball. His decision making comes into question, hence the reason why he's made so many vital mistakes. But other than that, he is a very fine, good defender, and I do trust him. Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães. Left back, Kieran Tierney. No playing Takahiro Tomiyasu there. We just don't get that. We just don't get that offensive drive with Takahiro Tomiyasu. With all due respect, but for me, I'm going to go with Kieran Tierney at left back. I think he offers us something from an offensive point of view, and defensively, he's equally as good as they come, and he's always switched on and reacts and spots danger to react to it. So I'm going to go Kieran Tierney. Right, the midfield three. Thomas Partey anchoring the midfield here. He's going to be very. It's going to be very. Well, he's going to be very busy if he has to be. He may come up against Gibbs White, and we need him to be on the ball. Other than that, or on the ball, a fine footballer at work. Off the ball, his interceptions is one of the highest in the Premier League of all Premier League midfielders. That's why I call him my midfield bully destroyer. All right, either side of him, I'm going to go with. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with Martin. No, I'm going to stick with Martin Odegaard on the right-hand side to him. For me, he's at home. He'll feel comfortable playing in front of 60,000 at the Emirates. He's our club captain, I guess, but times away from home he's gone missing. But for me, in this fixture, I'm going to play him in this game. The other side of him, Granit Xhaka. For me, our best performer this season. Goals and assists in 16. 4 goals, 4 assists in 16 games. For me, I can't fault the guy. I feel that he can offer us something here. So for me, Granit Xhaka starts. The midfield, the attacking front three sorts itself out. Bukayo Saka on the right came on. He looked a little bit more livelier than the ones that were picked to start the PSV game. And for me, one of the best wingers, and probably one of the best and most exciting wingers in Europe right now, if not up to world-class stardom. So for me, I'm going to go with Bukayo Saka to start this game. Gabriel Martinelli, in the last couple of games, he's really struggled to put in a performance and perform. But however, he never gives up, and this is the beauty with him. This is not the beauty. What am I saying? This is the thing about Gabriel Martinelli. He's got that mentality, that matador mentality, where he never gives up. And when we haven't got the ball, when he's tracking back, he's like a fighter. He's like a cage bullfighter in the favelas, if you get what I mean. And for me, always performs when he performs well. You can see that it's as if he enjoys playing football in the cages of the favelas. So for me, Gabriel Martinelli starts. Up top, another man who we know about the favelas, Gabriel Jesus. Yes, he's gone 6 games without a goal in all competition. But for me, he's getting close. I think he will break that duck, and I don't see why he can't do it tomorrow. So for me, Gabriel Jesus starts the game. Right, that's my starting 11 sorted out. Let's sort out the bench that I would go with. In goal, Matt Turner. No, if he's well and fit, then I'm going to go with Matt Turner. Otherwise, it could be Carl Hein on the bench. But I'm going to go with Matt Turner. Done very well in the Europa League. He's kept his clean sheets, and I think he's worthy of being on the bench. Substitute number 2, Takahiro Tomiyasu. Now, I feel bad for not picking him in some senses, due to the fact that Ben White's been on form, and he's played well in that role, and he teed up Granit Xhaka for that sublime goal. I'm going to stick with Ben White at right back, and I'm going to have to find a place for Tomiyasu on the bench. For me, he may come on, depending on the circumstances, but I will go with Tomiyasu on the bench. Substitute number 3, Rob Holding. He done himself no justice whatsoever at all. Abysmal on Thursday night, and for me, he emphasised why we, as Arsenal fans, don't want him at the club. For the simple fact is, we feel that he's not good enough. But again, he's only going to have a place on the bench. Cedric Suarez, place on the bench for him. For the simple fact is, I don't see him getting ahead of Benjamin White anytime soon, or ahead of Tomiyasu. What I will say is, he may stick around even through January. So, through and past January. So he will be doing his best to get into the first team. But for me, bench. Substitute number 5, Albert Mboyo Sambi Lokonga. Not a good performance on Thursday. And when asked to start games, he's flat to deceive. However, he's going to be on the bench for this fixture. Substitute number 6, Fabio Vieira. Now, he had an okay game. And with him, he will shoot from distance. Even if it goes rose-red, he will shoot from distance. He's prepared to try his luck from long range. And that's what we need. And that's what we need from Odegaard, to try his luck from long range. And it's as if he's scared to shoot, whatever the reason. So for me, with Odegaard, he starts this game because of his ability to assist and create something out of nothing. However, Fabio Vieira, I'm going to start him on the bench. He might come off the bench within, let's say, 20, 25 odd minutes to go and change the game. Substitute number 7, Marquinhos. I don't know why he wasn't on the bench on Thursday. I just don't understand how he did not even make the trip to Eindhoven. But for me, he is a talented. I think he's a talented winger with full of potential. Definitely full of potential. And I'm having him on my bench. Reece Nelson makes the bench as substitute number 8. Now he's under big pressure this season to produce and perform for the Arsenal. Otherwise, he will be going through the exit door, and it's not going to be on loan this time. It'll be for good. However, I think there's a talent in him. Arteta believes in him, so that's for me part. But for me, I believe in him, but I don't believe he'll be at the club if he doesn't find any form in his performances. So that's Reece Nelson on the bench. Eddie Nketiah on the bench. I'm having him on the bench for the simple fact is he's a live wire when he gets onto the bench, when he gets onto the pitch, should I say. He always does. He normally plays with an intensity, but I didn't see enough of that against PSV Eindhoven. But one thing I will say, if he can get the service, he may get us goals. But the thing is, with Eddie Nketiah, you don't know how many chances he's going to miss or score. So for me, I'm having him on my bench. So for me, that was my bench sorted. My starting 11 has been done. The formation is a 4-3-3. And let's wrap it up here. So, always a pleasure to say to the Arsenal fans, football fans, a massive pleasure to say, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and saving the best to last, as I always do. Thank you so much for putting up with me and my lateness. Not good enough, but you know what they say, better late than never. So all that is left for me to say is look after your friends, do look after your families, and please look after yourselves, which is always important. Peace, love, and bless again, as always. As DLG repping, I look forward to chatting again. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do all of that for me, yeah? And last but not least, just remember, please, always be nice.